It's 1 minute past 1 p.m. Thank you so much for watching UBC Lunchtime News. A very warm welcome. Good afternoon. My name is Sharon Kyomugisha. In our top stories of the day, over 50 leaders from Commonwealth nations this weekend are in Kigali, Rwanda for the official opening of the 2022 Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting. Now, the meeting is being held under the theme Delivering a Common Future, Connecting, Innovating and Transforming.
Heads of state and government representatives from Commonwealth nations are in Kigali for the Commonwealth Heads of Government meeting.
Welcome to the formal opening of the Commonwealth Heads of Governments meeting.
The President of Uganda.
This is the first physical meeting after a 2-year-long hiatus caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. The Queen of England, who is also the head of the Commonwealth, was represented by Prince Charles of Wales, who is also the future king.
We meet and talk as equals, sharing our knowledge and experience for the betterment of all citizens of the Commonwealth and indeed the wider world.
He also expressed deep sorrow over slavery, which was orchestrated by the British in the 15th and 19th century.
I want to acknowledge that the roots of our contemporary association run deep into the most painful period of our history. I cannot describe the depths of my personal sorrow at the suffering of so many, as I continue to deepen my own understanding of slavery's enduring impact. If we are to forge a common future that benefits all our citizens, we too must find ways, new ways to acknowledge our past. Quite simply, this is a conversation whose time has come.
On his part, Rwanda's President Paul Kagame, who is also the new Commonwealth chair in office, called for strengthened partnerships amongst the Commonwealth nations.
The Commonwealth we need is on the front lines of global challenges, not on the periphery, watching events unfold. Our special strength is to bring issues into focus that we might otherwise be overlooked.
UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson highlighted the various global challenges confronting global leaders, including climate change, ensuring girls' education, and the Russia-Ukraine conflict.
At the last CHOGM in London in 2018, the UK announced £212 million for the Girls' Education Challenge, and I'm delighted to say that this initiative is now at work in 11 Commonwealth countries, ensuring that girls are able to gain at least 12 years of quality education. We need to empower them to play their full part in the economy when they leave school, so the UK is funding the She Trades Commonwealth programme, which has already helped over 3,500 women-owned businesses to become more competitive and generate more than £32 million worth of sale.
The Commonwealth Secretary-General Patricia Scotland, whose term was also extended for another 2 years, said that the Commonwealth, which is a club of 54 countries, is the most significant grouping, bound by values, and they should be upheld. This Friday's event follows days of numerous forums on youth, women, business, and civil society. Samuel Senono, UBC News in Kigali, Rwanda.
Thank you so much, Samuel Senono. In more stories, 1,491 students had this weekend graduated at Busitama University in Busia District. At least 512 females and 979 males, representing 34% and 66% respectively, received their honors during an event officiated by the Vice President, Ms. Jessica Alupo. Major General Jessica Alupo.
I encourage our graduates today to develop a positive attitude towards work as well as keeping morally upright. Do not despise work. Take up any work opportunity that presents itself before you, however humble. Do not despise small beginnings that can enable you to acquire experience and valuable skills. This will enable you widen your knowledge in the area of your specialty, make you relevant and marketable, not only domestically, but globally.
By virtue of the powers entrusted upon me, I confer upon all those persons whose names have been read the degree of Bachelor of Agricultural Mechanization and Irrigation Engineering of Busitama University. Congratulations.
The graduates received their awards at the university today at the university grounds in a ceremony officiated by Vice President Major Retired Jessica Alupo, who also doubles as Woman Member of Parliament for Katakwi District on behalf of President Yoweri Museveni. In his speech, the president said that it is a deliberate intention of government to promote sciences more because this was the fastest way to develop Uganda's economy.
Our education strategy is intended to produce a literate, skilled, and intellectualized population with the ability to transform our society into an industrialized, middle-class, and skilled services-oriented society. It is our deliberate intention as government to promote the sciences more because we believe that this is how Uganda's economy can develop faster. The second strategy is to provide research funds to support scientific and innovative work. We are beginning to see that this is possible as the research funds have been usefully expended.
Museveni noted that one of the key challenges facing many African countries, Uganda inclusive, is the high level of unemployment of youth, many of whom are university graduates. He explained that the education system in most of African countries produces youth who have limited or no skills, which makes them job seekers rather than job creators. Museveni said this is symptomatic of the colonial type of education that still engulfs our education system in Africa and which Uganda is progressively moving away from. He noted that government is working hard to attract local and foreign investment in all the sectors of the economy with the aim of creating enough jobs for the population. Present at the function included the Minister of Primary Education, Joyce Kaduchu, Chancellor of Busitama University, Professor Vinand Nantulia, and the Vice Chancellor, Professor Paul Wako, among others. Etole Ed Akenjol, UBC News.
The Prime Minister of Nabanja has pledged total support towards the successful implementation, of the parish development model. Now, she made the commitment in Hoima District and Mityana Municipality during her parish development model sensitization working tours to the area. Premier Nabanja emphasized that no one will be left behind in government's quest to ensure financial access by all for better livelihoods.
While on an awareness campaign in Hoima District, the Prime Minister emphasized the need for formation of SACCOs in order to ease the allocation of the parish development model funds and ensure the resources reach the intended persons.
Abantu bagamba kirabero kuwonka kibuku ngwa Hoima tukwiji tutumbwire twizi hakuna mchezo ababazaka kubire besekere boka. Parish development model must succeed.
She also noted that the initiative is for the abject poor whom the government wants to upgrade to the money economy. Her sentiments were echoed by other political and opinion leaders in attendance at the Chitara Senior Secondary School in Hoima.
Nkubasa abantu ba NRM mulekede kubinga abantu ba opposition. President Museveni akatugamba tuvume tube ba fishermen and women.
After the drive in the Greater Bunyoro sub-region, Nabanja continued with her mission, which took her to the Mityana district. On arrival, she was received by Judith Nabakova, the Minister of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, among other political leaders.
Ate omwaka guli ensimbi guno gutandika mu July tufadde million 10. Era twamala beza approving budget. Million million 10. Oba osoma nti president yakoze ebintu bingi muna mubiraba. Oli atamacha ba.
As the leader of government business, Nabanja urged politicians to stop politicizing the initiative and instead mobilize communities in order to benefit.
A lot of preparatory work has been taking place since the launch of Parish development model in February. And the government has developed guidelines for use in training the population. Guidelines zilizose walipofuna kataba someni.
We have so far received funding for both the municipality and the district. So, Right Honorable Prime Minister, you are coming here to undertake this important activity of launching the program in the district will give us a good beginning.
Nabakova referred to PDM as the game-changer government campaign capable of economically empowering the whole nation. The Prime Minister pointed out several issues that need attention and guidance for the effective implementation of the parish development model. They include poor enterprise selection, poor farming practices, land fragmentation, lack of organization, and poor management of SACCOs. Dennis Igoa for UBC News.
Caused by a surge in fuel prices, our new crew sought her truck drivers' views. This follows record fuel prices increasing in the country, and that began after fuel truck drivers staged a strike at Uganda's eastern border with Kenya late last year over compulsory COVID-19 jabs.
One way or another, fuel trucks usually pass through customs. I visited this parking spot owned by multiple ICD importers in Nakawa, which is adjacent to the URA head offices, to talk to some fuel truck drivers. Here, trucks come in and leave. I was restricted from filming inside the parking, but after seeking permission, Adam Mohammed, a Somalese fuel truck driver, was availed to take an interview from outside the premises. I inquired where the fuel we use comes from.
From Saudi. After that, they are distributing to every country. They are buying from there and they are washing from there. All now, if they are Kampala, even for Kenya, they are coming from there. They are distributing to in every places, like Southern Sudan, Congo, and Uganda, and Kigali, whatever may be. They are going, all they are going.
Inclusive of border clearance stops, it takes a truck driver approximately 2 to 3 days to come from the coast after a fuel pickup to reach Uganda.
One day you sleeping in the Malaba border or Busia border. The following day, yesterday I'm from Kenya. Previous night I sleep where? In Malaba, in Busia. After Busia I come here.
Okay, and
only
then
2 days.
And then to DRC?
Today only 3 days.
Okay. South Sudan?
2 days.
To my surprise, Adam too is puzzled about the price hikes.
I don't know why the fuel is prices are going very high. Because
come closer,
closer. Only gas come from Ukraine. But the fuel is not from Ukraine. Even we are not allowed. Why these people these countries are doing like that? The fuel is high. The people, they are crying because of the fuel.
After Nakawa, I go further east to Mokono in Balala. I'm told I can find drivers to talk to. On reaching, I come to the realization that most of these drivers are foreigners from either Kenya, Somalia or Tanzania, which further complicates my quest because most of them are sensitive to camera interviews, but one allows an audio interview.
I'm a driver from Kenya, and we get fuel from 3 different places. Let's say 4, because we get fuel from Kisumu, where is a depot. Then we get also fuel from Eldoret and from Nakuru. But the main source is in Mombasa. A country like Kenya and Tanzania are not landlocked because they have the ocean, and the products normally come from to those 2 countries from the seas.
It's now clear that the fuel subsector also has tightened bureaucracy, which makes it hard to get clear information. As we speak, in a matter of weeks, an average price per litre for both diesel and petrol in Uganda have risen by over 250 shillings, coming from 5,650 at the beginning of this month to an average of 5,920 today. Wadulo Makanol, UBC News.
Well, thank you so much, Mark, for that report on fuel prices. Moving on from that, Uganda Liberal Teachers Union has condemned the continuous industrial actions by different unions over salary enhancement. Now, the President General Uganda Liberal Teachers Union, Evans Mutesasira Kaganizo, disclosed this at a press conference in Kampala. Kaya reports.
Uganda Liberal Teachers Union has distanced itself from the industrial actions by different unions over salary enhancement. The President General Uganda Liberal Teachers Union, Evans Mutesasira, says they are to study the offer government has given to teachers in the 2022-2023 financial year and make their position. He reminded teachers that they signed a contract with government and accepted the amount set by the Ministry of Public Service.
Let the issue of enhancement of salary be an industrial relations issue. Let it not be, it can be a policy of government, but let it go through the channels of industrial relations. Let the negotiating council have an input. Let the representatives on the council be consulted. We are going to increase money for science teachers, 4 million for example. What do other unions say? Are they in agreement?
Evans says teachers must avoid dividing the education system into classes and unions must sit with government for an ideal solution. He urged teachers not to be used by self-seekers.
Even members of parliament are to blame because they have been here. They are time they allocated themselves over 40 million. They are pocketing it. They don't say, I come from the constituency where the people are poor, where people cannot even afford 2 meals a day, but they are pocketing 40 million and they seem they are happy and they think that the constituents are happy. Why can't you also share the 40 million with your constituents so that each one gets and you all live happily? Why are you now pointing a finger at education and you also don't point a finger at your own constituency?
He expressed fear that students might perform poorly because of the failure by teachers to teach.
If you don't cover your workload as you're supposed to do, then I think the employer might also come and say, why do you need me to pay you what I've been paying you when you have been doing the full amount of work, and now that you have not done that amount of work, and you still want to be paid the same amount.
Mutesasila alleges that there is now a gap between science and arts teachers and urged government to ensure that enhancement of salaries and the industrial action are handled.
They claim to be proud. You see, for us, we are going to get 4 million. You see, I will be driving this and this car. You see, I will be putting up this and this project. And when that situation now comes up in schools, then it also calls for some reaction.
Adia Nakuti and Sudat Kaye, UBC.
Well, UBC Lunchtime News will take a short commercial break, and once we're back, we're going to have an interview with Jones from Radio Totore, one of UBC's radios in Moroto, Boma grounds, because of the ongoing concert that is happening right now.
Sanyuse nnyo essanyu lijula kunzita MTN momo terimba nalindi waka ngenda okuwulira essimu ezze nenga neera bino bya bulijjo ebyekifere kubanga mbeera awo omuntu n'ofuna essimu n'ogenda okuwulira oli atandise empaayo $5,000 kakati kino MTN bwe yankubidde bo tebansabye ku ssente wedda banzikakkanya na bukkakkanya nze nga ntabuse ngamba mu buli baffere nze nandi wano pulesa zaagala kunkuba bukubi sinneebaka ku tulu ate ke mumpadde emmotoka mu byonoonye kati ate awo wiiki ndala MTN yebale nnyo okutufaako fenga abeebulemeezi Luweero twabalina waaka MTN.
Show them waka with MTN Momo Nyabo. Simply deposit 20K or more on your mobile money for a chance to win 3 Toyota Succeeds and money to 2,000 lucky winners every week. We're giving away 24 cars and over 2 billion shillings of mobile money.
Football packages, great entertainment, sports, the local content, telenovela, the movies. There is something for everybody. Go TV, this is where great stories live.
Get the best entertainment for any budget. With GoTV, you will have great entertainment for as little as 13,000 Uganda shillings per month. GoTV, great stories, Zidiwano. GoTV Uganda, love it.
The Kabaka Birthday Run 2022 is back on Sunday, 3rd July 2022 at Lubiri Mengo. This year, the run will be physical and will be flagged off by Sabasajja Kabaka at 7 a.m. Come out in large numbers once again to Lubiri Mengo. Run for a cause to fight and end HIV by 2030. Buy your ticket today at 15,000 Uganda shillings from Airtel shops at Tobani Center, New Taxi Park, ShopRite Building, Benchwanka Street, Majestic Brands Office at Bulange Mengo. You can also buy your ticket using Airtel Money. Dial *185*5#. Select Payments, select Kabaka Run, and follow the prompts to complete the payment. Kabaka Birthday Run 2022 is brought to you by UNAIDS, CBS, BBS, and Airtel, the smartphone network.
Getting a birth certificate is as easy as 1, 2, 3. 1. Get a birth notification record stamped by a medical officer from a medical facility where the baby was born, or from a sub-county chief if the birth occurred in the community. 2. Go to the NERA offices in your area and present the notification record, a copy of the parents' or guardian's national ID, and a bank payment slip of 5,000 shillings for citizens and $40 for non-citizens. 3. Apply by filing NERA Form 3 from NERA offices or download it from the NERA website www.nera.go.ug. A birth certificate will then be issued to you. Birth certificates to refugees born in Uganda are free of charge. This message is brought to you by NERA.
Princess! Is there a problem? Honey, relax. There'll be no more worries about SMSs, phone calls, data, because Daddy has got an Airtel smart plan. There is even Airtel TV. It means no worries.
Enjoy life worry-free with Airtel Smart Plans. Shareable among 5 people. Use every day and pay.
Welcome back to UBC Lunchtime News today on the 25th of June 2022 with me, Sharon Kyomugisha. Now, ongoing is the concert that is happening right now in Moroto Boma grounds, Love, Peace concert, and we'll be talking to a few people to understand what it's about, why in Moroto and what's going on. We're going to talk to Jones, who is from Radio Totore, one of UBC's radios. Jones, good afternoon.
Hello Sharon, I am DJ Jones. I am Jones for UBC Totore FM. We inspire Uganda, and today we are live at Moroto Boma grounds
as today we are celebrating together with our brothers here in Karamoja, talking about peace, spreading the message of peace. And this has been organized by the government, Minister of Gender, Labor and Social Development, and of course the big one, Balam Events and Marketing Agency, here with us. Today we are having so many leaders here in Karamoja, all the 9 districts in Karamoja. They are here with us and they're going to give us the words of message that we should stop. Our brothers who are doing the cattle rustling, they should stop it. We come together as one and we make Karamoja a better place for everyone to live in. And tonight, it's going to be Trans Day, it is going to be Trans Night, this event. And we have all the musicians of Karamoja going to perform on one stage, and I'm going to be the host of the show. So we are calling all our brothers and sisters who are watching us live on UBC, your national broadcaster, to come to Bomber Ground. Entrance is free. Nobody's going to charge you for coming in here, and nobody's going to provoke you. Security is very okay. Everything is going to be very well. And then here with me, I have the chairperson for WUMA for Karamoja. He can talk to us.
Yes, Matadadan Katongara Akro Evitrays, Kode Aleper Emi Maxwell. First of all, I want to thank UBC for this opportunity. Yeah, this event is really going to impact, or is going to help us a lot. First of all, let me thank our sponsors. Talaka Balam Marketing, Talaka Balam, Talaka Ministry of Gender, Talaka NCF, Talaka Huma Uganda Musician Association, and everyone. Yeah, UNCC, NCF, and all that. About Talaka Dadang. Na kolong tanga yaka nege moroto. Celebrating our kode eyi edongala la polo ni yaka nka yokolo dada pote oto mungilu kaikedel. Ukwana pana taliliki zukwata ukoronko zukwata lopeta e ponto ngona peya lokabong na peya lo moroto kotido abim everywhere we have every people there. Yeah, so we make sure. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharon. With me, I also have one of the leaders here with us to give us at least a message of peace as we are gracing this event today.
Kilakara no nkaro reboko lo mojois alakara tokona ngitungal dada tukunto makari mojong ere tokona kari mojong dada tiane ni etia ni district dada kan common e yakade tokona nege ibore lo dikinto ere kidil ekilakara balam da bunore nege kan tungangulu anga tuketa ngunda da ponare kari mojong elo dikinto tokona kidil e boko kilipa ku ni kaduko we bukuneni dapal Ikelipita ya baka ukara robo ngakiranga berdanga etwa kata ngikilo ikelipita ikidawuna robotari epitonglo itatari ngitunga ikilakara ekedeli bonu ngida chamita alakara no way. Sharon, with me here, I also have one of the artists who are going to be performing tonight, the ones who are having the peace songs to spread the message of peace to the public, to the people of Karamoja. It's called Sisto Obangamoy.
Alakarno manem longole sisto bangma telembestra on Karamoja na paka district Uganda. Alakarang disuruh gula Karamoja na agitamokin ako lang tana kono mo kitimla kedil altoma Karamoja. Mam yu kuna wan Karamoja ko rumang leci ko terarium. Arra Karamoja to bak na wan to kono lang tana kira to lo village dadang. Kalau to mo chamu to karong na yakan ako lang tana galo kedil kun lo. Inka itu to ko dada bilang nariat kilipan ke jatai to chamu to kedil ako lang tana alakarno.
Sharon, for the few days that Balam has been with us here, he can now speak some little Karimojong. Balam,
Mata Karamojong, we are in Moroto tonight. Be here, entrance is free. This event is powered by Minister of Gender. I need to thank our Minister, Honorable Betty Amongi. I need to also thank General Salim Saleh, who has emphasized that Karamoja should be put on the list for peace concert. So we are here because of General Saleh, we are here because of the Minister, we are here because of UNCC. General Saleh loves Karamoja. Then also my brother, General Mohoz Kainerugaba, he has instructed that we have sufficient security ground forces here, so the event is covered till morning. So all Kajong, wherever you are, Kotido, Abim, Napak, Amudat, even those ones from Kapirobiong and Soroti, and everywhere, even those in Kenya, cross the mountain, Turkana, cross the mountain, come and dance. In the night at 7:30, we shall have fireworks. So it will not be a bomb attack, it will not be Kajong rider, it is the MK army riding Karamoja tonight. Be part of history as we demonstrate the world that Karamoja is peaceful. Let's happen, let's party, let everyone party. The Kojong are good at partying. Now look at that mama. Mama, give them a hit. Give them one. Yeah. You see the happiness? Please. Happiness. Happiness.
Sharon with me.
Show happiness. The other gentleman also can show happiness. Tell them.
Sharon, tonight, starting from now, the event has started. It's going to be so peaceful. And to also show you on our camera, we have the top artist in Karamoja. We are having the elephant himself. It's called Jewels, one of the greatest artists here. It's going to be performing tonight. We have our sister Obangamoy. Bala, am I performing tonight?
I will perform another rap.
We are having the Karamoja's finest female artist. She goes by the names of Ayonse. She's going to be performing tonight. And this man is a legend in Karamoja. He is a legend. The first artist in Karamoja and still on. And we are having a new kid on the block, but very big musically. And he is the chairperson for Huma for Karamoja chapter.
Let them see us.
Back to you, Sharon. Thank you so much. We shall still get back to you. For those listening and watching UBC TV, for UBC TV, I am Opong Jehoshaphat Jones for UBC Totore in Karamoja, Moroto. Thank you.
Well, very beautiful. It looks like it's going down tonight after during the Karamoja Peace and Love concert. Very many people are donned in the attires, and I mean, it was great to also see Balam with the signature shirt, but then a loincloth over. Such a beautiful event. So we'll be broadcasting, we'll be showing that live, and you can always catch that on UBC TV. Now, moving on from that, the High Court Civil Division has set the 18th of August 2022 for conferencing of the case in which concerned city lawyers Henry Biansi and Michael Waboneka sued the Attorney General Vinci Coffee Company Limited over the coffee agreement. In this case, lawyers claim Finance Minister Matia Kasaija signed an agreement on behalf of Ugandans with the Vinci Coffee Company Limited without making necessary consultations. Take a look.
The Attorney General's office, represented by Derek Tukwasiwe and Commissioner George Kalimeda, Vinci Coffee Company Limited, represented by Counsel Jared Batinda, and the concerned lawyers Henry Biansi and Michael Waboneka, appeared at High Court Civil Division for the hearing of the case. In this matter, lawyer Henry Biansi and Michael Waboneka are challenging the agreement between the government of Uganda and an Italian investor, Enrica Penetti, to manage the production, export and setting of coffee prices. The parties appeared before Judge Philip Baguma for mention of the case. Court ordered them to file written submissions, and on 18th August 2022, the case will resume for conferencing of the matter.
By the time we appeared for court today, we had received the affidavits in reply of the Attorney General and the Uganda Vinci Company. In brief, the Attorney General agrees to be bound by the recommendations of the report of the Committee of Tourism and Trade. But where our contention is that if they agree to be bound by the recommendations of the report, they should advise the government of Uganda to terminate the contract for being illegal, as was found by the Committee of Parliament.
According to these lawyers, the agreement between the government of Uganda and the Vinci Coffee Company Limited was illegal and irrational.
On the other hand, the second respondent, Uganda Vinci Company, in their affidavit in reply, they aver that the Committee of Parliament does not have power to make such recommendations, and that for the government of Uganda to terminate that agreement, that squarely falls within the purview of the judiciary, which is why we are in court.
Lawyers add that the signed agreement by the Finance Minister Matia Kasaija on behalf of Ugandans was done without necessary consultations. These lawyers also allege that the agreement gives Vinch Coffee Company to monopolize coffee market, hence eliminating other players like small-scale farmers, middlemen, and cooperative unions. Last month, the Parliamentary Committee of Trade and Tourism recommended that the controversial coffee agreement between the government of Uganda and Vinch Coffee Company is null and void, recommending government to act accordingly within a period of 6 months. The committee also advised government to utilize the existing agencies in the coffee industry to promote value. However, a section of members of parliament recently got information that the committee report is being altered by government. The said controversial coffee agreement was signed on the 10th of February 2022 between the government of Uganda and Vinci Coffee Company Limited. Natang Rebecca, UBC News.
That's all we had for you this afternoon. Thank you so much for watching UBC Lunchtime News with me, Sharon Kyomugisha. Have a good afternoon and stay tuned for more programming coming your way. God bless.
UNCC and Namunkekerab Industrial Center presents this year's Karamoja Peace and Love E-Live concert happening live from Moroto City, Boma Grounds this Saturday, the 25th of June, 2022. Don't miss top music icons like Evie Trace, Lil Keys, Rodman,